Bonjour. Hello. Welcome back to Nightreign. Last time we went through remembrances for the final four characters: Raider, Revenant, Recluse, and Executor, who does not meet the first letter of their name starting with R. But none of the characters, none of the other five do, so not much we can do about that. But anyways, some things happened. So, first of all, that issue that I was having where my controller would just have my character zoop off to the left constantly, to the point where it got so bad that I had to start using WASD, I fixed that. And I fixed that by connecting my controller to the PC via Bluetooth. And I was going to do that just as a quality of life thing for myself, so that way I wouldn't have to plug the controller in. But it was having some lag, and I didn't like that it had lag. So I disconnected it and started using the wire again, like the USB cable to plug the controller into the PC, and it fixed it. So now I can walk normally. Why that fixed it, I have no idea. But second thing you might be able to notice down the bottom right, I grinded this game a lot. I actually gained quite a bit of knowledge, specifically on Dark Drift Night, and it got to the point where I was able to form two different main strategies based on if the randoms I get are good or not. Doesn't apply to my coordinated team character, but still nice. And I got almost every Dawn and Darkness skin. Because it wasn't just normal Dark Drift Knight, it was the Everdark Sovereign variant. Meaning I was also getting the Sovereign Sigils. Which, that was pretty nice. And two more things before we get started. The first is that the Executor one of his remembrances had us fight another Executor, and at the beginning of that, at the time, I wasn't a super big fan of it, but then near the end of it, I realized, oh, this is basically a tutorial teaching you how to use the Cursed Sword. And since then, I've been playing a decent bit of Executor, and really trying to focus on using the Cursed Sword, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm not great at it because I'm not great at parrying, but I got serviceable enough at it, and it was a lot of fun, so I might use that a bit more when playing Executor in the future. And the final thing is, I changed the mic settings a little bit. So, the humming of the PC, you hopefully shouldn't hear that. We will see, we will see. However, here, we have the Guardian. So we can now start. And heading into here, Iron Menial or a page. Passage on the ritual usage of the Ictaris that reads, imbued with the magic of a long-lived witch, once used to quell the storm and save lives, but repurposed as a vicious weapon, now used to pluck feathers from the sky and take lives. Alright, so now we can head off and talk to the recluse. Way off the edge here. And yeah, this is where you do the Raider remembrances.
What is it?
Are you the maker of the curse?
I see thou hast my role in thy plight deduced. Indeed, I am the one who tore thy kind from the sky. This is the crystallization of that accursed magic. I entrust it to thee.
Witch's brooch. A brooch imbued with potent magic. I assumed it would be here. Is it an old... Yep, it's a key item. You can read that if you want. I, however, am illiterate.
I knew one day it would come to this. Now, do as thou wilt with me.
Whoa! Punish her for her misdeed or forgive her misdeed. I mean, she has a cool dodge. I don't know why my mind immediately went to, we can't kill her. She has a cool dodge animation. But she has a cool dodge animation. And she's helping us kill the Night Lords. And in general, I only like to kill people if they're immediately hostile. Like, if you're not actively trying to kill me, I don't want to kill you, so, we can forgive. But not forget. What would happen if we killed her? Would we actually lose her?
Why? The fault lies with me. For thy peoples. I believe I understand. I will not forget this kindness. My utmost thanks, good Sir Knight.
Remembrance completed. Okay.
My thanks.
That was another short one. If we decided to punish her for her misdeeds, would we lose her as a playable character? Just like how they're saying that Wilder is going to die? I kind of doubt it because that would be awful, but I am curious. We got Remembrance and Witch's Brooch. Here. I believe we stopped at chapter 9. I probably should have checked. However, I owe the witch a debt. Yeah, so I think we stopped at chapter 9. So chapter 10. This is a memory of the new flock. The guardian could not bring himself to harm the recluse. Though she was indeed the one who birthed the curse which wrenched away the wings of his former flock, she was one feather utterly essential to the new. The guardian weighed both thoughts in his mind. He knew then what it was that he must protect, and as proof of his knighthood, his very resolution, he would don the helm that the giant of the man had mended for his wear. Taking it in hand, the guardian stepped forth with a renewed purpose. Alright, so I really like how some of these are getting like little art pieces, little sketches from the executor. I think that's super nice. And yeah, we ended on executor, and I would have gone with Wilder next, but we didn't have access to him. We only had access to Guardian, Duchess, and Raider. But, okay. I wonder if we'd have a different Chapter 10 if we decided to punish. And... Or... It's either we would have a different Chapter 10, or it would be like, we pick punish her for her misdeeds, and then he would like try to swing but couldn't bring himself to do it. Right, so Remembrance is just the basic Guardian, but with the helmet. And here, as you can see, I have Dawn and Darkness, because every one you get the basic one for free automatically, because it's the default skin. And then you can buy Dawn and Darkness, and then you can get Remembrance for doing certain remembrances. For Wilder, Guardian, Iron Eye, Duchess, I have all of them. For Raider, Revenant, I need both, and Executor. And then for Recluse, I just need Darkness. And I've been using the Collector's Signboard to buy them. So there's that. But next up, we can do Duchess. Because that one was super short, so might as well do two. And I would like to make progress. I might be stupid. Is it on the outside? We should probably check the journal. Because I may be stupid. Bless the iron coin. Okay, is it here? Oh. I saw a shiny and went, ooh. Is that it? Oh, it's not it. Ah. Probably should have had it on top of this, but like I said, that might just be me being stupid. I assumed that it was talk to the Wilder, and the game thought the Wilder spawned here when he spawned somewhere else. But here we can bless the iron coin. An iron coin imbued with a small blessing. Oh. You can read that if you want. Talk to the iron menial. Alright, and he's underground. Also, one final thing that I did was I changed the sound settings. I always keep... Well, I typically keep music at 1, sound effects at 4, voice at 7. Music used to be higher. It used to be like 3, 5, 7, I believe. But master volume, I used to have 5 when using headphones, and then 10, like 7 or 10, when using the speaker when I'm not recording. But I decided to move it down to 4. But Iron Menial.
My lady priestess, finally you are here. When the Round Table's purpose is served, each sin is absolved, and everyone is sent back. The Round Table itself will become unmoored from the outside world. I suspect nothing of this place will remain, unless the impossible should occur. My lady, I shall accompany you till the very end. My lady, I shall accompany you till the very end.
Give blessed iron coin.
What have we here? Are you asking that I go to the Wilder? I must refuse. If I did, you would be left truly alone, my lady priestess. It is much too cruel. Much too cruel.
You're the only one I can ask.
Apologies for my petulance just now. I should respect your wishes. Of course. I will see the task is done. I will see...
Okay. Now we want to head over to the Wilder then. I can just always super appreciate these because whenever We don't have one of these, it takes me forever to figure it out. He is in the other room. Yep. Also, for the garbs, I know that I could probably buy these right now because 35, 70, 105, 140, 154, 168, 182. So I could buy all of these, like every Dawn and Darkness skin right now. I could. I have the merc for that. But I'm saving it for the, like, other garbs that you get later on. I'm assuming after you beat the 8th and final Night Lord. But also, I don't really play Raider. I play Revenant a little bit, but not enough to be a priority. For Recluse, I don't play her that much, but I prefer Dawn over Darkness. And then I don't play Executor that much. A few times, I played like 10 or so games with him to learn the Curse Sword. But he's definitely not going to be my main. That's still going to go with Wilder and Iron Eye. But anyways, Wilder. Let us defeat the Night Lord.
I know. You don't need to tell me twice. It's the whole reason I'm here. I vow to slay the fiend with my own 2 hands.
I know it's not going to happen, but having Nightreign end like God of War 3 with like the first person view of a Wilder just beating the snot out of the final Night Lord, it would never happen, but it would be hilarious.
When do we fight?
Fuck.
We've seen our share of sacrifice. I ask my...
Alright. Back to the Iron Menial. A lot of back and forth. That's something I noticed about base Elden Ring as well. Especially with Roderica and Hugh. Is there was a lot of running back and forth between 2 NPCs per quest.
What's that you're spotting? Did you pinch it from the Wilder? That was hardly very becoming of you. Fine. I'll keep mum for now. You'll remain as extravagant as ever. Oh, most ambitious madam. I'll always remember that side of you.
Remembrance. And Remembrance completed. I'm sorry, did he just say that stealing isn't very becoming of us? Unless I'm mistaken. Isn't she a thief? Also, we should probably check these. This Guardian restores nearby allies' HP while art is active. Reflect a portion of damage received when ability is active. And health +3. That is not good. Here, Duchess defeating enemies while art is active. Ups attack power. Continuous HP recovery. Yes! Yes! Continuous HP recovery is my thing. It is what I live for. In base Elden Ring, Icon Shield, Blessed New Talisman, it's what I do. It's my entire existence. The amount of expeditions that I haven't recorded, where I've gotten something really good like the Gold Scarab or Dragon Crest Shield Talisman, and I've actively dropped it for Blessed Do, which is objectively worse, just because Blessed Do is my child. Blessed Iron Coin, it is the best. Right? Best relic in the entire game. Not objectively, but that continuous HP recovery, that's my child. Now, before we read that, we can look at this. And as always, this is a spot the difference thing. Ah, the hair. So, she has one, like, long strand of hair that goes down to her shoulder on the basic one. But on Remembrance, that piece is cut short and she's got a braid. Whereas on normal Duchess, she has a ponytail. That took longer than expected. I was looking at... I have a mouse. I was looking at, like, this and this, because she snagged something, I thought, well, if she snagged something, it's probably on her hand, right? And then after that, I was looking at the cape, and then I was looking at, like, the handkerchief and the mask. I still prefer darkness, because the face mask and the, like, frills. But I assume that we ended on 8. Now, Chapter 9. A letter addressed to the Iron Menial. To a dear friend, who has always been true. Please follow the blessed bond and safeguard my brother's life. To this end, we must first lay the Night Lord to rest. We need not sacrifice one goal for the other. We can achieve both. My resolve no longer wavers, not while I am graced with this beret. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. Alright, so Guardian, Duchess, Revenant, and Executor all have a little sketch for them. And Raider's the only remembrance we have left. The only one we can do. I was going to do the Sentient Pest, but... yeah.
Strange. The monument shows no sign of a coming battle. Furthermore, it says that your foe has forfeited. What could possibly be happening, I wonder?
He saw me playing Raider in some non-recorded expeditions and got scared. That's not true, I did not do good as Raider.
What could possibly be...
Oh. Instead of running all the way around, what you can do is take this jump. And this gets you to the collector signboard as well. Give Witch's Brooch. Oh. But yeah, bought all of these. Haven't bought these, but I don't really care for those. You can buy an infinite amount of those. And then, yeah, just have these last two. But give Witch's Brooch and received Cracked Witch's Brooch. Required Sovereign Sigils 3. Sure, why not? Oh, so we keep Witch's Brooch, but we also get the Cracked one. Which has a different visual, a slightly different description. But it's got the same effects. Give Cracked Witch's Brooch. Give Cracked Witch's Brooch and receive Witch's Brooch. Required Sovereign Sigils 3. Why not? I know that we just wasted 9 Sovereign Sigils, but I'm assuming that you need it to be cracked for something. And now I'm assuming that giving it and making it cracked doesn't mean you get both. It's just that you can look at both here, but you only have one at a time. You either have it normal or cracked. So, no stacking. I would assume. Hark! The murmuring of waves. Also, I used to lean forward. I no longer lean forward to talking to the mic. So I might sound different because of that as well. Oh, they've got a great axe and... the great axe and the great mace. And they're called the White Horn. But... as I said, just as I played Executor a little bit, I also played a little bit of Raider to try to learn him. Because I realized that his remembrances were also basically a tutorial. Like, on top of telling a story, it's the game trying to tell you how to play the character. And so, I wanted to do a few runs as him to try to actually learn the character. You know, give him a second chance. And as you can see, I've gotten better. If you look at my first and second runs, or first and second... ulcerated tree spirit. I love these things, they're great. But yeah, if you saw my first and second remembrances as him, you would know that I did not do good. And that's because I fundamentally did not understand his character. And I would say I think I understand his character now. I'm still not very good at him. Which might seem weird because I am essentially a strength build. Like, I'm someone who primarily does strength builds. But the thing is, I do great swords. I don't do, like, colossal weapons. That's not my specialty. They're just too slow for me. Like, yeah, they hit hard, they do a lot of stance damage, but the slowness just gets to me. And the high stamina cost and high stat requirements also make me not really a fan. Also, I think we're a higher level than we were before. And with more flasks. I might just be gaslighting myself on that, but I think we're a higher level. Because it looks like I have way more health than in the first one. I rolled too late. We just have to remember to not roll too late. And we will be fine. And I know ulcerated tree spirits pretty well. They're one of my favorite non-major bosses. Black Claw Necklace. Necklace made from a thick, rugged claw, I think that said. Hey, buddy.
So, the curtain falls upon the tourney. I saw the beacon rise, just like the start. Now, as much as I'd love to tender my heartfelt congratulations, you should take a look at the monument yourself.
I'm illiterate. It's engraved with names of challengers and their records. The Black Claw defeated the White Horn to achieve victory. Ye souls felled in battle, be proud of thine exploits. This is a lie. I was never defeated.
Yes, I rather think you had better pay your respects. Allow me to help.
This is some kind of joke to you. There's a cliff right here. I can throw you off. Also, why is Iron Eye here? Iron Eye's been here like every time. Why are you here? If he stabs us in the back, you got me, right? Helmet! We're taking it off.
I suppose this puts an end to our contest. I'm giving these back, partner. Roam free.
Dude, we're Horaloo. But Tui. Filthy dex build. I say that, but he's my main character in this game. Black Claw Necklace. Defeating enemies near Totem Stellum restores HP. Defeating enemies fills more of the art gauge and poise +3. I don't know how poise works in this game. I'm pretty sure it works differently to base Elden Ring, but I never learned to figure it out. But yeah, we look like Horaloo. Kind of ish. Yeah, part of the reason I didn't get Dawn or Darkness for Raider, mostly because I don't play him, but partially because they just didn't really fit my style. They don't look bad. Like, Darkness especially looks pretty good. It's just not my style. But this looks more like my style. So, absolutely I'm rocking that. And we got another thing, another sketch. I assume that we ended on 7, so Chapter 8. The final match was held, bringing the tourney of the Lands Between to its conclusion. The raider gave the white horn helmet back to its owner, and was Black Claw once again. Ah, so we're not the white horn, we're the Black Claw. And we beat him and then stole his stuff and stole his identity. I'm assuming that's what that means. That's pretty neat. A gentle wind brushed his cheek. He wondered how Weathervane may have recorded their battle in words. Oh my god. Probably something like that. The pirates of the coastal waters love nothing more than a worthy rival. But these days, the raider no longer hears the gentle murmur of the waves. For him, the sea churns no longer. There we go. We don't have any more journal entries available. No more remembrances available. So, yeah, we got Sentient Pest up. And we also have Fisher in the Foggy Night aspect. I feel like we're going to end it here, but we're going to do Sentient Pesta next, then Fisher in the Fog, then Night aspect, and if we get any remembrances, we'll do them when we get access to them. But like I said, I think we can end it here. We did one remembrance for Guardian. We did one or two remembrances for Duchess. We did a remembrance for Raider. And we got the remembrance garb for all three of them. For Guardian, we got ourselves a helmet. For Duchess, we got ourselves a new hairdo. And for Raider, we got an entirely new look and a new name for him. So, very cool, very cool. I like that a lot. Even though I'm not a big fan of like colossal weapons or great axes or great hammers, I do love the look that comes along with them. So, he looks great. I'll never play him outside of the remembrances, but he looks good here. But, yeah.